So good morning, good afternoon, good evening to wherever you are on the globe. And I'm sharing with you today about seizing the moment. And this quote from H. Jackson Brown Jr. I want to start off by is like, nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity. I want you to think about throughout your life and consider times, maybe refresh your memory, bring it to the fore, a successful time where you actually took up an opportunity. Maybe it's this one, maybe it's another one, and you went, wow, because I did that, I was able to excel and become this amazing sports person, or to move into this particular job, or have this wonderful relationship. Or maybe when you look back too, I want you to see, the negative side, an opportunity or opportunities that came your way in whatever area of your life, and when you missed it, how it made you feel, once you realized it. I want you to think about the positive side, if you can, and see if you can pull up something in your memory, put it in the chat. And I want you to think about something that the negative side, where you missed it, and you go, oh man, because I want you to realize that it's so important to make the most of each day and whatever comes across your path. You cannot do anything about yesterday except heal from it or be held back by it. And you can't do anything about tomorrow except make it better by doing something today. So seize this opportunity, seize your day with your life. I want to pose this question to you. And what day do you think that the most heart attacks happen on? Have a look at the days, have a think, put it in the chat. What day or days do you think the most heart attacks happen on? Well, when researchers looked at the days of the week, if you guessed Mondays, then you'd be right. And the least is on Saturdays. Why do you think that is? You see, people are inside a way of living that when they wake up on a Monday, how do they feel? What is it that they're going to? And when they finish normally on a Friday, can you guess why they're feeling a bit better or a lot better on a Saturday? It's a relief. Stress on the Monday, relief on the Saturday. Why do you think that is? I'll give you a clue. By the age of retirement, what state do you think most people's finances are in? This is going to bring in this whole reason about the heart attacks. How is it Monday stands out than others? By the age of retirement, what state do you think most people's finances are in? If you guess this, you'd be right. So what have most people been doing for most of their life to end up this way? What have most people been doing for most of their life to end up this way? A job, right? They go through school, get told, hey, if you just educate well, you'll graduate from here, you'll be able to choose a job, and you work hard. By the age of 65, you'll retire. Okay, or better. But what we know and what you've seen and are probably experiencing or about to experience is that it just don't work that way. The school way of doing things, the job way of doing things, is a traditional way. It's the world's best to help people or to help society run okay, at least okay. But most people treat it like it's the only way to live their life. And so where they end up is either, truthfully, they end up passing away by the age of retirement or just over broke. That's most. Is that you? Do you want that to be for you? Here it is. This is what a job generally looks like. You have hardworking employees, virtually no chance of becoming the boss. Then above that, you have the supervisors, middle management, vice president, president, and CEO. Looks familiar, right? A lot of people who are stuck in this often talk about things like pyramids, and yet they're stuck in it all their life to end up where? To end up in this place. Robert Kiyosaki, he was the one that made it famous, the job just over broke, and his book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, you should read it. Really amazing read. One of the books that helped to change my life. And that's where he talks about that, also the 40-40 way of living. You work 40 hours a week for 40 years to retire on 40% of what you struggled to live on all your life. It's worth thinking about, because sometimes when we don't zoom out, we just keep on doing on automatic things like a job for 40 plus years, and then wonder at the end of it, where did it all go and what was I really doing? I want you to think about the richest people in the world that you can, and some names will come to your mind. And if you can, I want you to write in the chat. I know I'll give you a little bit of time. Just write in the chat. Who do you think are the richest people in the world? Write down 5 to 10 if you can, of the richest people in the world you know. Got it? Either in your mind or written it down. I'm going to show you them, the top 10 right now. Here's the top 5. Did you guess some of these? Here's the top 10. Now, you may recognize some or all of these people, but notice the highlighted areas. The reason I've done that is that these 6 highlighted people have something in common. Can you guess what that is? It's got clues on there if you look closely. They're all involved in the digital space, online. Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook; Bill Gates, Microsoft; Jeff Bezos, Amazon; Larry Ellison, Software; Larry Page, Google; and Sergey Brin, Google. Even Elon Musk is involved in the technological space with Tesla and SpaceX. So you could arguably say that 7 of the top 10 people in the billionaires, the highest earning people in the world, are involved inside the future, or right now, online, the digital space. So I want you to think what I just showed you before about people living just over broke for most of their life, and then many people being so stressed out that on a Monday, when they think about work, consider it, heart attacks are happening more than any other day. And on the other end of the scale, on Saturdays, they're just so relieved to be out of what they were doing, the job. Well, this is part of the way forward, guys. It's like the digital space is showing us that the richest people in the world have got ahead by plugging into this and then duplicating it throughout the world. And people are plugging into it, helping them to be successful, but they're not the only ones. You and I can be as well. Right, I'm going to stop that there for now, and then we're going to discuss that, and then we're going to go back into it, and I'm going to talk about this business that we're sharing today and why it's so important to seize your moment within it.